Who's hungry? How could they complain with this delicious stuff? What else could they need? Are they saying, please give me more commercial feed? No, no, more rice and beans, please. Good job, Master Drew. So this morning, the chickens are getting a very special treat. They're getting some leftover turkey from the other day. And fresh bucket of food scraps there. And later today, I'm gonna make a very, very awesome meal for them. Very high protein homemade meal with garbanzo bean pasta and black beans. And that's gonna feed them for the next couple days. And I think this is gonna be the best homemade chicken feed that I've done so far, so stick around. There's the good stuff. Go nuts, ladies. We're gonna get a ton of eggs today, aren't we? All right, so I got the beans soaked overnight. Just put them in this big pot, filled them with water, and I'm gonna bring this to a boil. And then once I bring it to a boil, I'm gonna let it simmer. I read online you should let them simmer for 2 hours. I don't know if I'm gonna go that long. I'll check it after like 45 minutes or an hour and make sure that they're soft enough, and then I will add the chickpea rotini noodles. Super high in iron, fiber, gluten-free, also 19 grams of protein per serving. How about that? So this is going to be really good for the chickens. All right, started boiling, covered it, put it on very low, and we'll come back in a little bit and add the noodles. All right, so it's been simmering for about 40 minutes covered. Now I'm going to add these chickpea rotini noodles. They only take 4 to 6 minutes. So that's about the time that I will leave these in here to cook. So turn the heat up a little bit. And we will have a nice little meal here for the birds for the next couple days. Well, this looks very filling, doesn't it? I could see this being very easy for the birds to get full off of this stuff. And that's exactly what we want. This way we could feed them very affordably and from our very own kitchen. We can control the ingredients, and there's a lot of power in that. From not having to depend on these big food manufacturers and being able to take back that power and just feed your birds with ingredients that you know where they came from. And this looks like it's just about done. I'm going to strain all this liquid, and this time I think I'm going to store this in the fridge. I know some people had some issues with my storage method with the rice and beans. I was just keeping it in my shed. Now with the noodles, I'm going to keep them in the fridge so they keep that soft tenderness to the bite, so they don't become too hard and brittle for the chickens. And every day I'll come and fill a coffee can full of this stuff and feed it to them over the next couple days and see how they do. This morning the ladies are going to get a different kind of treat. They're actually going to get our dinner from last night that was left over. That we actually didn't like that very much, but I don't think the chickens will complain. But it's like our Mexican rice and ground beef and black beans and stuff like that's already in there. So that's what they're getting for breakfast this morning. There you go. How could they complain with that? And nothing's going to waste here, not when you have chickens. Actual garbage disposals. How could they complain with this delicious stuff? What else could they need? Are they saying, please give me more commercial feed? No, no, more rice and beans, please. Good job, Master Drew. Did we have a good day, ladies? I'm gonna go check the nesting box and see how you all did on the rice and beans. Well, excuse me, the garbanzo bean pasta and beans diet. Let's go look. All right, in here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs. All right. And over here in nesting box 2, there's another 2 more. So what's that, 7? But wait, there's more. Remember, I might have mentioned a couple videos ago that I thought my Rhode Island Reds had stopped laying. They're 3 years old. What my neighbor Allison found was that there's a couple eggs that have been laid underneath our coop, which I wish I would have made a few feet a little bit higher, but beside the point. The Rhode Island Reds, for some reason, have been laying eggs, probably can't see on camera, under here. There's another one. I'm gonna grab it. But that's 8 eggs today. So the other day, my neighbor Allison actually found like 14 eggs underneath the coop there. They were all the dark brown Rhode Island Red eggs, which was crazy that we found all them under there, because I thought they had completely stopped laying and I was thinking about getting rid of them, which I still might do at the end of this year before the winter. But for now, I'm gonna keep them because they're just laying eggs underneath. Maybe the other hens just kicked them or bullied them out of the nesting boxes for some reason, or they just feel more comfortable laying below. But whatever, all of our chickens are laying on this diet, and I'm very happy about that. And also the black copper Moran that had been getting bullied over with the other flock, I had separated and put in this chicken tractor here, and she had not been laying for a while because of all the stress of being plucked all the feathers off the back of her. She has been laying eggs again with as the mama hen to all these new pullets that I got in here. So I was just looking the other day. There are like 8 eggs last I checked. I'm gonna go peek real quick and see, because I have to grab these somehow. I didn't put a nesting box in this chicken tractor. I wish I had. It would be easier to grab it, but there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's another dirty egg there. There was an 8th egg somewhere. It might be under that bowl there. How's your feathers? You healing up pretty good, it looks like. Yeah. You're looking good. How's your babies back there? I can't see them. Oh. You're being a good mama. But anyway, these chickens and pullets in here, I have been lately, starting this week, I've been feeding them still their starter feed, which is very high protein, but I've also been giving them the garbanzo bean and black bean pasta that I've been feeding the other chickens, and they've been doing great, and they've gained a lot of weight. They look pretty healthy. So everybody's doing really good, and I'm really happy with how this feed has turned out. Hey, that's all I got for this one, guys. I think that's gonna wrap up this video on my experiment with the garbanzo bean pasta and the black beans. I think it's been a success. It's only been a couple days with these chickens, but they are still laying eggs like crazy. I'm also giving them grass clippings, a lot of yard waste, things like that, because I'm not free ranging them. For another reason, I'm not free ranging them is because one of them snuck out the other day and started eating some of my salad mix that I was hoping to sell in a few weeks at the farmer's market. So that's what the chickens would do if I let them free range in my yard, because I basically made my whole yard into a garden, and I can't have them destroying the garden. Anyway, that's gonna wrap up this video on our new and improved homemade chicken feed. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope it at least made some of you think that you don't have to depend on those commercial feeds at the store. You can make it yourself, and your chickens will not just survive, they'll thrive, they'll be great. Because that's what our ancestors did years and years and years ago. They fed their chickens solely food scraps, and that was it. They didn't have these big corporations that were making all these feeds to depend on, so they had to do it themselves. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to get back to here with my family and everything that we're doing in our garden and things like that. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.